Well, it's time now to Ask the Expert, and here to answer your questions live on the air is therapist and life coach Julianna Lyddon. Okay, we got some good ones. So first up, Natalie in Peoria says, when I slip up, I feel like I give up. How do I get back on track?
It's hard, isn't it, when we do that? It happens to all of us.
So many of us,
And
yes.
I say, you know what? Just give yourself a break.
Yeah.
I know it's hard, but what I always do is I always say, tomorrow's going to come, right?
Yes,
And
it's a
I'm
new
gonna
day.
I'm going to feel a little bit better about myself, but just really giving yourself that grace.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because you're never going to make it through life without making those mistakes.
Right?
It's
And
always
you're
gonna happen.
nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, Clara from Scottsdale says, what are easy ways to be more confident in the new year? Oh, I like this one.
So I think it's really important to find what you're good at and putting it out there a little bit more. So maybe you need more time to do things for yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe if you've always wanted to take a writing class, or maybe you wanted to do something else.
Baking.
Baking,
something.
or take any other kind of class, go back to school, whatever it is. Doing those things fills your heart up and it makes you feel like, wow, I kind of like who I am.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and some purpose too. I love
does,
that.
it
Yeah.
does.
Okay, Andrea from Phoenix. The holidays were so much fun. Now I'm kind of sad that it's all over. What should I do? You know, I kind of feel Andrea because
feel
I'm a
her.
little sad too.
I am so sad.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that. I feel like I'm almost more sad this year. I don't know why.
Me too.
I
for some reason.
kind of bummed out. But then what I do is get even more organized. So you take everything down, and
Yes.
then there's kind of this good feeling of like, oh, you know, I'm going to kind of look around. Everything looks clean. So everything's not cluttered.
Right.
You know, your mind isn't cluttered when everything's clean.
Because there is a lot of stuff around the house.
Yes.
Yeah. I like what
Yes.
Ginger does. She gets a new candle. She goes from the sweet sugar cookie
She
to the
does.
clean. Yeah, I love that.
love that.
I know, it's a fresh
Yeah.
start. Okay, what is the best way for our family to hold each other accountable for our resolutions? Oh, that's a good one from our viewers.
Hard. That one's hard. I think you make kind of like a pact, you know, like you get in and you say, okay, look, you're going to be, sometimes you can even buddy up, you know, you're like, I'm going to be your person that's going to say, get on that bike.
Yeah.
Hey mom, Luke and I always take bike rides together. So it's like, hey, you promised we're going to do that today.
Right.
So when you have that, I think that really helps.
Yes.
Or just that
The
text.
reminder.
Yeah, that email, whatever it is, to really just kind of keep everybody on track and who's the best organized in the family. And have them be the leader.
Yeah, no kidding. I like your buddy system all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, this last question from a viewer. In a high-stress job, what are your tips to prioritize tasks? Such a
Well,
good
I was
question.
going to say you
I know.
probably know, you know, the answer to that one.
Yeah.
Because you're really good. I mean, you calendar everything.
I was just telling Rachel that for this 4 o'clock show, it is all about organizing. Because we book all of our guests, we come up with all of our segments, everything, and the key is planning.
That's right.
And so sometimes I will tell you, Julianna, I get way ahead of myself and I'll start thinking about February and March or whatever, and then I gotta look back at the calendar and dial it back in and look at the date and be like, oh, Julianna's this Wednesday. I gotta go back to Julianna on Wednesday.
Right.
Yes.
So calendars, and you know, there's so many like apps and little things you can get, which are so fun, I think, to really help you keep organized. Do you use any of those or your paper?
No,
You're
I'm paper.
Okay.
Paper
Well,
and Post-its and my notes on my phone.
yeah, I'm a Post-it.
But I'm all about like, okay, what is the most important? I have to go back and ask myself because I get very overwhelmed.
Yeah.
What is the most important? What
Prioritize.
demands my attention the most?
That's right. And then go from there.
Yes.
Just breaking it down one by one. There's no secret sauce. I mean, it's pretty much organization.
Yeah.
And just keeping on it. It's hard.
And that's why I go to bed at 8:30 at night because I'm tired.
Well, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, my brain is dead.
Yeah.
All right, Julianna. Oh, it's so great to have you. Love having you. I'll see you next